You have been let down by your council. A repair left for months. A homelessness claim fobbed off. A decision that is simply wrong. Here is what most people never realize. You can complain and you can win. Real apologies, real action, and very often real money. Because councils are not untouchable. There is a proper, free system built to hold them to account. And it works far more often than people think. The whole trick is knowing how to use it. And that is exactly what I am going to show you. First, the golden rule. This costs you nothing. Complaining about your council at every single stage is completely free. Anyone asking you to pay is not the real process. And you never need a solicitor just to start. Here is how the system works, right across the UK. It is 2 steps. Step 1, you complain to the council itself. Step 2, if they do not put it right, you escalate to an independent ombudsman. And the ombudsman is the one they actually fear. Let us start with step 1, the council's own complaints procedure. Every council must have one, and it usually has 2 stages. You must go through it before the ombudsman will even look at your case, so it pays to do it properly. So how do you complain in a way that actually wins? This is where most people go wrong. Get these next few steps right, and your complaint becomes very hard to ignore and very expensive to get wrong. Rule 1. Put it in writing and use the magic words. State clearly, "I want to make a formal complaint." That exact phrase triggers their official process with deadlines they are required to meet. A quick moan on the phone does not. Rule 2. Be specific about the fault. Do not just say you are unhappy, say exactly what they got wrong. The repair they never booked, the letter they ignored, the deadline they missed. Name the failure plainly. Rule 3. Spell out the effect on you. This is what wins compensation. The Ombudsman calls it injustice. Explain the stress, the cost, the harm their failure actually caused you. Fault plus harm is a winning complaint. Rule 4. Ask for a specific outcome. Do not leave it vague. Tell them exactly what would put it right. The work done by a date, a written apology, and yes, name a figure for compensation if you have been left out of pocket. Rule 5. Evidence and a paper trail. Attach photos, keep letters, note dates and the names of everyone you spoke to. Keep a copy of the lot. A complaint backed by evidence is one they cannot quietly bury. Then, follow the stages. If stage 1 comes back as a no or a fob-off, escalate to stage 2 in writing. And this part is crucial. Get their final response in writing. That final letter is your key to the next door. Because if the council still has not put it right, you take it to the Ombudsman, free, independent, and genuinely powerful. And here is exactly who that Ombudsman is, depending on where in the UK you live. In England, it splits in 2, and this catches people out. If your complaint is about the council acting as your landlord, repairs, your tenancy, damp and mould, you go to the Housing Ombudsman. But if it is about any other council service, homelessness, the housing register, council tax, planning, or social care, you go to the local government and social care ombudsman. Same country, 2 different doors. Choose the right one. In Scotland, it is simpler. Almost all complaints about councils and social landlords go to one place, the Scottish Public Services Ombudsman, known as the SPSO. In Wales, it is the Public Services Ombudsman for Wales. And in Northern Ireland, it is the Northern Ireland Public Services Ombudsman. One clear body each, and every one of them is free to use. Whichever one applies to you, here is what they can actually do. and it is a great deal more than a polite apology. If they find the council was at fault and it caused you harm, they can require the council to put it right. That means the action you were owed in the first place, a written apology, and financial compensation for the injustice you suffered. Ombudsmen order councils to pay people compensation all the time. This is not a token gesture. They can also force the council to change how it works, so the same failure does not hit the next person in the queue. Your single complaint can end up fixing a broken system. That is real power in your hands. Now, a few things that tip it in your favor. Mind the time limits. As a rule, bring your complaint within about 12 months of becoming aware of the problem. And once you have the council's final response, take it to the Ombudsman promptly, because strict time limits apply there too. Do not let it drift. Stay calm and factual. Anger is completely understandable, but a cool, evidenced complaint beats a furious one every single time. Let the facts do the damage for you. And use your representatives. Your local councillor or your MP, MSP, MS, or MLA can chase a stuck complaint and pile on the pressure. It is genuinely part of their job, and it often unblocks things fast. So do not accept being fobbed off. Put it in writing. Name the fault, name the harm, name the remedy. Work through the 2 stages, then hand it to the Ombudsman. That, step by step, is how you complain about your council and actually win. So how do you know if you even have a case? The magic word is fault, also called maladministration. It means the council did something wrong in how it acted. Unreasonable delays, losing your documents, ignoring its own policy, giving you wrong information, or simply failing to do what it was supposed to. If any of that sounds familiar, you very likely have a complaint worth making. Let me hand you the shape of a winning complaint. Start with the date and the word complaint. Then, in short paragraphs, what happened and when. What the council did wrong, the fault. The effect it had on you, the harm. And finally, exactly what you want them to do to put it right. Keep it tight. 1 clear page beats 10 angry ones. Now, one honest note. The Ombudsman is powerful, but they do not overturn every decision, and some council decisions have their own separate legal route, with very tight deadlines. A homelessness decision, for example, usually has a formal review, and then a possible appeal to court on a strict clock. So if you have had a formal decision, get advice fast, because the clock may already be running. And do not do it alone. Citizens' advice and for housing, shelter, will help you word a complaint and push it through for free. There are also advocacy services if you find the whole process overwhelming. Using them is not weakness, it is simply how you win. You are not powerless against the town hall. The system is free, it is independent, and it exists for people who were let down and refused to just accept it. Know the steps, keep your paperwork, and never take a no that you know in your gut is wrong.